qualification test for the M1 Garand Rifleman. So today we're going to start out with making contacts. I need, let's see here, who's supposed to be helping me today? I believe it was, let me get Discord. I believe Henry's supposed to be helping me today, so he'll be out at those trenches at 30 to 40, in between there somewhere.
3040.
Yes. And the way to make contacts is
Oh yeah, if you guys are a recruit and you're actually like returning fire on this BCT, feel free to kill the motherfucker.
But what? Hey,
Like, instructors don't fucking shoot the recruits, but recruits feel free to actually hit people.
so contacts are a very important thing to call out very correctly and concisely. You can start, like, an example of a very incorrect way to do it is just say, hey, there's a guy over at the trench over there firing his gun. That's, no one knows where that's at. The way to do it is there is one German soldier at 030 in the trench line. And that's pretty much gives you a good reference as to a possibility where he's at.
yeah, but you're gonna like make a minimum out of it.
Yeah. So Henry's going to be down there in the trench line, poking up and down, firing in the air or at you guys or near you guys, and you're going to one at a time per person, starting with recruits, to call them out correctly and concisely over Discord.
Too easy.
Who's starting?
Recruit Nocturnal is going to start out.
All right.
Yeah, but there's like 3 things you have to consider when saying where your target is. The first thing is like the distance. So it's like low, medium, and high range, or long range. Yeah, and then you say which kind of it is. Like, who is this? And the description of it. That is like 1 infantry guy or 2 infantry guys, a squad, a tank, whatever. And the last thing is what is the last thing again?
Group range indication. So you're gonna call it to your own group, hey, guys, fucking 1 section, 2 section, whatever the fuck it is. You're gonna call it the range, so estimate it in meters. Give a bearing along with your range. It's called a GRE, group range indication, like I said. So on your range, you're gonna give a range and a bearing, and then your indication is going to be what the fuck it is. So
yeah, and also
in this
the degrees
case,
as well.
It would be 2 times foot mobiles, 75 meters, bearing 040. So how that would sound is fucking BCT, whatever the fuck number this is. 75 meters, bearing 040, 2 foot mobiles.
You can also say like close distance infantry 300, for example.
Don't say close distance. Estimate the fucking meters.
Close range.
Close. Like,
Gumby and I had it set up for meters and close, medium, far.
Okay.
So what would constitute close, what would constitute medium, or what would constitute far in that case?
Okay.
Not like I'm asking.
Okay, who's starting again?
I think close would be less than 100 meters. Medium would be between
Okay,
100 and far.
Come on, Rick. Jesus
We still got
Christ.
that
I think
something.
he knows it's still long.
Yeah.
Alright. I'll be in the trench here and shooting. Who's gonna call it out then?
Nocturnal is.
I'm
Okay.
calling it out. I got one full mobile infantry bearing 50, about 80 meters.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right, the next recruit. Or is he the only one here?
He's the only one here.
All right, then we'll go up to the private. Who's the Private Hammer? We're doing it next.
Okay.
I don't even freaking see you. There you are. All right, got 1 foot soldier at 35 degrees, about 100 meters in the trench line.
The 0350 to pretty much make it briefer and more easy to understand.
Just 035. Don't add the extra 0.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
then people are going to
350.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry.
Because fucking Hell Let Loose does degrees, not milliradians.
Yep. Okay. Other than that, it was good.
Sweet.
The next person I need is Lord Lucan in here. Should be in here.
I got DC'd. I'm running to you now.
Okay. Then after Lord Lucan, Ham, have you done this yet?
I've actually was in the first one, but I grew to it.
Laurie is German though.
Yeah, there's no American spots open.
Okay.
Fuck it, I'll
Food
switch.
will be coming in.
I'll switch. So Lord, spawn as an American as soon as you can.
Will do.
Might have like 10-minute wait.
You do? For what?
Switching sides.
I'd
switch
reconnect.
sides.
Reconnect to the server.
Exit and come back. Okay.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I'm going to have to reconnect. Yeah.
Yeah, since you've already done this, Ham, you shouldn't have to do it again.
No, I was in the first course.
Yeah.
I
was in
haven't
the
actually
test.
taken my BCT.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Ready when you are.
All right, ready whenever you are, Henry.
Yeah, I'll start now.
Contact 060. Infantry in the trench line, 300 meters.
That's good.
I didn't know if the guy running down there was going to be shooting too.
Yeah. So everyone understand? Everyone understand how it works?
Yeah.
All right. So the next thing we're going to cover is. Let's see. Next thing we're going to cover is formations. It's next on the list of things. So there are 4 formations we use. There is line, the skirmish formation, wedge, and column or file. So a line is pretty much just people straight across this field, and I will demonstrate this with if Nocturnal, Molested Ham, and Private Hammer come out here with me.
Copy.
Okay, I want someone to stand at least 5 meters to my left and 5 meters to my right, and then one other person will stand 5 meters away from Molested Ham or Nocturnal, depending on which side you decide to choose.
Facing
So
the trench line.
Yes. Scoot out a little more.
Hammer come down towards me.
Yep.
Opposite side.
No, we're forming a line, not a wedge. So you got to line up with Ham. There you go. There you go. There you go. Good Lord, Lucan.
That's
So
a good line.
lines are best used as they're firing lines, so we can all focus our firepower down one direction. Let's say we have enemy in that trench line to the northeast. We can now advance and fire upon with overwhelming superiority against whoever's in there with the amount of rifles and weapons we have. So now we can move down. Now let's try to move down the field in a line. So let's start now. We try and stay in formation. Okay, that's pretty good. So a skirmish line it's staggered. So one person will be forward, someone will be a little bit further back from them. The next person will be forward of that person, and somebody else will be a little bit further back of that. It'll continue on like that. So,
Can I interject?
yes, sir.
So the other thing about lines is, especially in Hell Let Loose, it's not a good formation if you're going long distance because we don't have free look or anything like that. And it just generally, in a game environment, isn't easy to keep that kind of formation. So generally, you want to use a line formation when you're expecting enemy contact in the immediate future.
Okay. Okay. So another formation we have is wedge. So there'll be me, which will be at the point. Right here. Hammer will be staggered to me like about right here. So he'd be back off a little bit more. Molested Ham would line up with him in a stagger. And Nocturne would be staggered to me like probably about right here.
What direction are we heading with this formation? Sorry.
We're heading southwest right now.
Okay. Just clarifying.
So Lucan is, if you want to swap to the same side, we can make an even wedge, or if you stay over there, that's fine. With this form of a wedge, since we have 3 guys on one side, it'd be like riflemen. And on the other side, with the 1 person or a shorter amount of numbers, the heavier weapons like a machine gunner or a grenadier or somebody that can lay down more firepower than a rifle will be on the weak hand side, the cover for the loss of numbers. This is a good formation to move into when you're about to assault a point in a short distance and don't know what's there. So we can maneuver into a column, which we'll show you here soon, to move further, or we can maneuver into a line to put a good put range of fire down on that assault. We're on the position we're assaulting. So we're going to start moving now, southwest a little bit, and then we're going to show you a column.
Filing.
It's, yeah.
Are we also applying the sectors of fires when we're doing the wedge?
Yeah, you can do that as well. All right. So now a file or column is both known as what we call it a file here, is pretty simple. Just think of a lunch line at school. And we're going to be moving towards the north this way. So the way this would work, the point man would be looking forward. The guys in the middle of the line would be facing to their sides to cover those sectors. And with me in the back, I'd be covering the rear. I'd be looking behind us as well. And this is the easiest way to travel in long distances because it's very hard to lose each other. We can keep track of all of us, and we can also keep sectors of fire very relatively easy. And we can also maneuver into any formation with this. So say we wanted to move into a wedge, Lord Lucan would stay as point. Molested Ham would move off to the right. Nocturnal would move to the left, and then I'd move to the Hammer would move to the right, and then I'd move to the left to make the wedge. You'd also do the same type of movement to form a line. You just line up with Lucan. So let's all meet back at these logs here. That was a very good job of covering. You guys did very well at keeping track of that. You guys have any questions about any of these things that can be used as?
None from the recruit.
No, pretty good. Pretty good.
Right. So the next thing we're going to cover is the difference between cover and concealment. So cover is anything that can stop you from, protect you from incoming enemy fire. So an example could be these logs, those barrels. In case of this game, the cows will cover you from fire except for artillery and tank, either with these logs or anything like that. The best place for artillery and tank would be in a trench or in a building. Those will cover you those give you complete cover. Concealment is anything that helps you from being seen, but you could still take fire. So this game is a very good example of grass, but short distances grass would work somewhat. The Smoke is a very good way to conceal. The hedgerows can conceal as well, considering there's certain parts of hedgerows that could be fired through by machine guns. And that would be it. The next thing would be suppressive fire. Suppressive fire is very useful in maneuvering and maneuvering towards the enemy and keeping yourself alive. So say we'd have me or a machine gunner who has an automatic rifle would be the best forms of suppression. A rifleman would not provide very good suppression because they can only fire rounds. They cannot fire very many rounds, and they have a very short magazine capacity, or clip capacity in this case. So, say if you wanted to move up to that position, and there's a enemy down there that was firing back at you, but they don't have overwhelming firepower. We set a machine gun up. We'd set a machine gun up right here, and the squad leader would be moving up. And the way how it would work is the machine gunner would be firing down range. They would be suppressed and could not fire back. And the squad leader would be moving up with you guys, firing his Thompson, because he has 30 rounds at a high rate of fire, and could be suppressing the enemy as well. It keeps their heads down. So is Henry still down there at the trenches?
Yeah, I'm close to it.
Yeah, if you want to come out here and start, like, if you guys just want to start firing in our general direction to show them what suppression looks like.
Yeah, where are you guys?
We're at Brecourt Manor by the
Are you
logs.
behind the logs? By
Yeah.
the log?
Yeah, at the logs, yeah.
So, like, if you notice, your screen's going dark. It's getting very hard to aim or see. You had to take cover. All right, that's good enough, guys. I think. You have any questions about suppression?
I'm good.
Anyone else? Okay, good.
Nocturnal, what's the difference between cover and conceal?
Conceal, you're completely hidden. Cover, you're just right behind any form of barrier. Conceal is you'll be completely covered. I mean, conceal would be like completely hidden out of sight, but you can still return fire.
Okay.
All right. So another thing to cover in conjunction with the suppression fire is bounding and leapfrogging. It's very useful to do because you can. It'll provide cover for people who are moving, and it'll provide suppression fire for the people who are moving, and the people who are firing will have cover or some form of way to keep you guys alive. So, if I could, I want to pair you up in twos. So I want Private Hammer and Molested Ham to stick together, and Recruit and PFC Lord Lucan to stick together. The way how bounding works is that one of the two will be behind cover and will yell set to denote that they have been. They can yell set and fire. Okay, let me rephrase this. They'll be behind cover. The other team will be ready to move. They will fire off 1 or 2 rounds and then yell set. The other team will begin to move to the next form of tangible cover. In this case, it'd be the cows. And then the moving team would fire off a couple rounds, yell set. The next team would move up to the next piece of cover. And that would continue on until they would reach the objective. Please do.
So the most important part in bounding, if you are the moving team and you set that team behind you that's going to move up, one of the most important parts of that people don't necessarily think about is that team needs to be going further up. So they're not coming up to the same cover or cover that's level with the team that's set in providing covering fire. They need to be moving up ahead of them because the whole point of it is you're trying to cover as much ground as possible with covering fire the whole time.
Question: would this be able to be better presented on this road back here, so that way you have two separate sides, so people aren't crossing?
Well, we'll do it here for now, but show me what you're thinking after we finish this.
Okay.
That's a pretty good idea. I like the idea.
I mean, isn't there two sets of cows on here? Like to the east and west?
Yeah, so what you guys are going to be doing is you're going to be bounding towards that trench at the end.
So the goal is to make it to the trench, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
So in this case, the first point would be the cow at 70, and then the next team bounding up would go to the cow at, say,
Team attack
degrees.
marker to your left.
So the first point would be the cow at 0.5, and then the next team after you guys have been set will run up to the cow at 0.10, and it'll continue like that. It doesn't have to be a direct line. You can move from whatever piece of cover you need to move to. Just make sure you don't pick the same spot as the other team that you move to. Got to move forward past them, and yeah.
And the biggest part, so the other biggest part of bounding is communication. Communication is extremely important. So while you guys are bounding, make sure you're communicating, especially if you're reloading, because when you're reloading, that means rounds aren't going down range, and the people moving and the person that you're with, if it's team bounding, need to know that there's going to be a gap in their cover fire. But also stuff like if you're going to throw smoke, make sure that you're calling that out. Or if you're going to throw grenades, make sure you're calling that out. Communication is...
And another thing is try not to move too far away, like way too far away where the other team cannot get to you. Because at that point, you've just abandoned your team pretty much from covering them effectively. You move too far away, they can't reach you. So you got to try to find the happy medium of not too close, but far enough away where you're not interfering with, zones of fire or any number of possibilities. So I want Lord Lucan and Recruit Nocturne to stick together, and they will be the first set team. So they'll be at this log providing covering fire. Molested Ham and Hammer will be moving first. And I want you guys to be running downrange, and when I say go, all right?
Okay.
We're just going to get ready for something.
Germans, can you guys move down to the very end of this trench where those logs at the... And
just shuffle down to where I am, guys. And post up somewhere in here.
So are we going to do squad chat or Discord?
Please do Discord.
All right, sounds good.
You guys are ready to go?
All right.
Yeah.
Are you... Get started then.
Except we're running the cows, correct?
Yep.
So you're moving towards that stack of logs in front of the trench. That's where you're bound.
Yep.
All right, we're set. First
Do you
team
want
set.
this?
Ready?
You want this dynamic or not? You want rounds flying or no?
Yeah,
Sorry,
you guys
yeah.
can shoot back, but Germans try not to shoot the recruit.
Oh, got it.
Team 1 set.
Set.
All right.
All right, let's move.
Start moving.
Reloading.
Oh, shit.
Lucan, start running.
You can still make call-outs as well.
Yeah. You can actively call out where the
Contact,
positions are.
bearing north. Infantry.
Reloading.
I'd say for in the case that there's rifles, you guys should alternate the firing. Hey,
Alright,
oh no!
That on my end. Reloading. Alright, I'm set.
Alright.
Go ahead.
Bounding.
Oh,
Probably
shit.
gonna bleed out.
Oh my gosh, I'm hitting the wrong thing.
Okay, index.
Yep.
Let's okay, let's go over the things that went right and the things that went wrong, and then we're gonna try this again. Okay, so things that went right. You guys did a pretty good job about calling whether you're reloading, all of that type of stuff. You also
Also what, Risky? I think we lost him. Alright, so you guys was right, he did good go down the callouts and reloading and stuff. You guys were a little slow on moving out when people said set. You gotta be right on the gun on that because
hello?
Okay,
I do not know what the fuck happened there. So things that you guys need to work on. Big thing, we didn't tell you this, but that initial move set period, the guys that were moving, you guys were moving for way too long. So I'm trying to remember the freaking ditty that Gums always used, but I believe it's something like
RPCs me down.
Yeah, exactly. That's the time period you should be moving. Now, this field is a nightmare, and we're not going to be too stringent on that because crossing this field is just a tactical nightmare. But you want to make sure that you're not moving for too long. So, yeah, let's... you guys go back. Make sure you guys are communicating. Jen and the other instructors, just let them do their thing. If you notice something, just commit it to memory, and we'll give them a critique afterwards. But I want to make sure that they're able to communicate on Discord, and everyone else who's waiting and stuff can hear as well.
So
Yeah.
To add to the whole movement thing, on top of the up PCs me down, just run in a straight line. I saw somebody zigzagging all over the place for 10 seconds. And I didn't really know what the fuck was happening. Just get up, pick your point, boot it, and then get the fuck down.
Alright, it'll be the same teams, same set team. So whenever everyone's ready.
Ready.
Everyone's ready.
Now,
ready.
now, in this case, the up he sees me down. Is it really applicable since we're running to the cow?
It's not...
It's not a strict
In this-
rule, it's flexible.
Yeah.
It's just a hard and fast, don't expose yourself for, if you have to expose yourself for 4 seconds rather than 3, fucking do it, especially if it means you're going to get to cover faster. But it basically means don't get up, run 100 meters, and then get the fuck down.
And
Limit your exposure time.
Ideally, we'd be running 10, 15 meters at a time.
Yeah. About
And
10.
the other thing is, this whole field is fair game. So you guys can bound. One of the teams can bound to the trench line as well. So just keep
there.
Because part of this is making sure that you're thinking tactically in where your nearest cover and what the most protected way to advance an attack. Okay, so are there any questions?
Is our goal to get to the end?
Essentially, yes, that is your goal. I'm just looking to make sure it looks like you guys are understanding everything and that your communication and that is good. Once we do that, we'll probably move on to the fire.
And we're gonna bust over to this cow right here.
All right.
Yeah, guys, I think going from the right side into the trenches would be the best.
Yeah, that's the way to go right there.
All right. So it'll be the same teams doing cover fire and maneuver. So whenever
Be
you
very
guys are ready.
careful as you guys get into the trenches. I will warn you that clearing trenches is a fucking nightmare.
Okay, so on 3, you guys can begin. You all will do same teams starting versus teams running. So 1, 2, 3.
All right.
Smokes out. Smokes out.
Set.
Team 1 set.
All right, let's go, Lord.
Reloading.
Oh, look at that. As soon as I tried to prone, I got shot. All right, knocked down. I'm in the middle of the field.
Whoever's on the MG,
Set
make sure you're
good.
aiming a lot.
Lord Lucan's set, by the way, you yelled
We're
at.
set. We're set. Go.
Moving.
Moving.
Reloading.
Set.
Set.
Lord Lucan, make sure you yell moving when you're moving.
Moving.
Remember, communications.
Set.
Set.
Okay. Okay. Index. Okay.
You can't really bound in
biggest-
trenches.
I mean, yeah. So the thing here, I mean, you can.
Kinda.
Corners, kinda.
Kind of like point to point. Like
The biggest thing you guys need to work on is just that communication. Just make sure you guys are remembering to call move and set. So as soon as you hear the other team set, you should be saying moving and you should be moving. And as soon as you stop, you should be calling set and you should be already shooting your gun toward.
That
Okay,
was a lot better than last
so
time.
yeah, it was a lot better though. That should be that for bounding. We have 40 minutes, so we need to start the firing range because we have
Yep.
a lot of people who need to qualify.
Yep. All right.
You already
Follow
have a
me,
garrison
everybody.
down there?
No, I did not. I did not do that. But I can get down there real quick. It shouldn't be that far away. Germans do, but I don't have one.
Germans, go ahead and redeploy.
That was my mistake.
Also, who is it that has the Tommy gun?
Yeah, you're gonna need to switch to rifleman. I'll get it out.
Lord. Yeah, Lord, you need to go to rifle.
I'll get a new outpost down there when I get one.
Just don't destroy our garrison, please.
Yeah, we'll.
Yeah, we're
I'll
not
run
going to go
around.
anywhere near.
rifleman. There we go. Play.
Trucks win.
Hey, Ruski, do me a favor and put a marker on where those trench line is at.
They should be a G7 though.
Yeah,
Those in the bottom
That's where the
corner.
supplies are falling.
yeah, okay. Thank you. I didn't want to all tab out while I was running.
Yeah, do you have your toggle on for running?
I didn't want the game to get all buggery. pretty stable game, but I'm still afraid of games alt-tabbing like that.
Do you have your sprint toggled?
No. It's Saint Marie du Mans. If I sprint toggle, it'll probably just run me into a wall for 5 minutes. I should have taken some aspirin before I started doing this. I have a major headache.
Put one in the back of his head.
Please.
Is everyone clear on what the firing range qualification is going to consist?
Yes.
What about you,
You guys got
Nocturnal?
the same.
Give us a review.
I've never done. I mean, unless you're doing like 23 out of 40.
No. So,
You want me to explain it?
well, first I want to know who here has not done the firing range qual besides
I have
Nocturnal.
not.
I am not.
Ham has
Okay.
not.
Okay, so Ham, Lord, Trey, and Nocturnal have first dibs because we need to get this done before the map ends. If anyone else, if we have time at the end and anyone else wants to try requalifying, we can do that. So go ahead, Jen. You can explain what, like, how to qualify.
The firing range is at 500 meters. So the distance is 500 meters to shoot. There is a trench line we'll be starting at. There will be one person at a time. You only have the 8 rounds in your clip for your M1 Garand. It will only be the M1 Garand that qualifies.
Put an outpost down. I'm an idiot. I put the supplies on enemy.
I should still put a garrison down.
No, it won't.
Oh, yeah. Locked territory, that's right. Oh, I gotta move back out of here real quick. I can't put it in locked enemy territory as well. But the targets will be Germans. They will be set in one specific spot. You have the option for them to fire into the air to locate them. You only get the 8 rounds in your gun. To qualify as marksman first is 2 hits, expert is 4 hits, and sharpshooter is 6.
You guys drop it down from 7.
No, it's always been 6. Germans.
It should be placed. No.
Okay, which German? No, you're way far. Go to your left. Keep going. Keep going. Right there. Actually, go to your right a little. Yeah, right there. That's good.
So, when you hit the target, you'll be asked to stop firing. The target will bandage himself and okay if he's ready, and then you will continue to fire.
You see me?
Okay,
before you shoot.
First person up will be Lord. Lord. So move a little. Here, I'm going to put a team marker where they're. They are in front of that.
Small house, yeah.
Yeah. So Henry, go ahead and stand up, jump a couple times, and then shoot into the air so Lord can get.
Go ahead and drop that marker for us.
Yeah, I did.
No, drop it off the map. Can't see past it.
Yeah, you see where I am, Lord?
No vision.
It's like 2 times 3 pixels you have to see in your screen.
It's at
So-
315.
If you're using your pistol, use a bigger gun because the fucking bursts from that are.
Yeah. For you, it's
So
yeah,
yeah, it's like at 317 for you.
All right, I'll go crouch now.
Do you see him, Lord?
No vision. Nope.
throw a grenade in front of you.
I want to send one so bad. I see it.
I don't see anything here.
Here, Lord, let me see.
He's
Here from here. Yeah, so you see that dirt hill directly at 315? All the way back there? He's standing right in front of the dirt hill.
it's like a
I
pile
can't
of
see
brick.
anything over there. Yeah.
Not rendering?
It
Oh,
must not be rendering
maybe-
for me.
You haven't set the distance up on Epic then.
Yeah,
All right,
see.
let me set it up on Epic.
Yeah.
So I'm at high and I can see him.
Because it's the max draw distance is the game.
Okay, who said they could see him?
We both can.
Textures.
Knock can see.
Okay.
I can see.
Yeah, all my
Okay,
stuff's on
knock.
Hammer
You're
can
gonna
see.
go. Knock. You're gonna go first.
that's
All right. Do you have sight on Henry?
Yes, I do. How many shots do I put down? Is
You
it-
have one. You have one magazine, so you get 8 shots. You have to hit 2 to qualify.
Okay.
All right. And you may begin.
Take your time and use your breathing.
That's a miss.
I would hold on. We got Eastwood standing up right now in the range.
Yeah, you guys need to move off the range. Or that works
He's
too.
off the range now.
Alright, you may begin. May continue.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Good hit.
Just drop him.
That was.
Alright,
a
wait
hit.
for the next target.
All right, I'm here. Can you see me? I'm jumping up and down.
Yeah, I think I
Alright.
do.
Okay, I'm set. Ready when you are. Miss. Miss.
Is he going over your head or am I hitting dirt?
It's going over my head. We need the squad leader over there to call where it's hitting. All right, hit. Let me bandage. All right,
Jen
resume
call
fire.
where they're hit.
Is he
Yeah.
to the left of that dirt pile?
Slightly.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Now I can
You're
see
hitting
him.
short.
Okay.
Hit. Let me bandage. Resume fire. Hit.
4 hits. Got expert.
No.
Or
Sharpshooter, not
Sorry, my
expert.
bad.
I need somebody
All
else
right.
that can hit my
Oh,
spot.
that's it.
Lead out.
Well done, Knock. All right. Next, Lord, go ahead.
No,
Actually,
Ripper needs somebody to replace the spot, or else he's
yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting healed right now. So, Henry, let me just sit this life out, and then I'll respawn. All right.
Yeah, I'm a medic, though. I can
Jumping
revive.
up and down.
Okay. Lord, go ahead and move right in front of me. Okay. Now, do you see him? He's out there jumping.
Is he to the left?
Yes, he is. He's between the guardhouse and the pile of.
Okay, all right. I see him.
All
right.
I'm crouched. Ready when you are.
And you may.
Miss.
far right. You hit the dirt pile. It's right of him.
Yes.
I didn't see where that one went.
I didn't.
I think it went high because I barely heard it. Miss.
Make sure you use shift for breathe.
Dead. He hit.
Dead. Good hit.
Nice.
All right, wait for the next target.
Yeah, shift. Shift helps. Yes.
Next target is up.
All right. Can you make sure you identify where you're at for him, please?
Yeah, it's Eastwood.
Okay.
Eastwood, can you jump?
Jump up, please.
Okay.
Do you see him?
Low?
Is it the exact same spot?
Should
Yeah.
be.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I see him. I see him.
All right. You may return fire once he's crouched. Crouch, Lucan? Or, sorry, not you.
Eastwood.
Eastwood?
Yeah, you're good to go.
All right. You can fire.
Oh, that was a hit.
Hit. 2
Oh.
hits.
All right, I'm moving.
Oh, okay.
All right, I am jumping. Do you see me?
See him, Lucan? Should be in the same spot.
Yeah, I see him. I see him.
All
All
right.
right, I am crouched. You can fire when ready. Short.
Short.
Hit.
Hit.
Eat
3
it.
hits so far. Next target.
Alright, I'm set.
All right, jump up for him a little bit, please, so we can make sure you're there. You see him, Lucan?
I see him. Yeah.
All right. You may crouch down and fire. He is ready, so you can fire whenever you're ready.
Just a little
Alright, that's
short.
All right. Hammer,
3 hits,
you
right?
are up.
Yep.
Yeah, shift helps.
Wait, Germans are moving out into this. All right, Hammer, do you have visual on?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Running back and forth.
He's crouched
Yep,
now.
now he's crouched.
Hit. I'm bandaging. Alright, I'm ready. Hit. Bandaging. Alright, ready? Hit. And I'm bandaging it. Ready? And I'm dead.
All right, that's 4 hits so far.
All
Next
right,
target, please.
Give me 1 second. All right, do you see me?
Yes.
All right, I am crouched. Fire and ready. Miss.
I didn't see where it went, so.
Went above. Hit. Bandaging.
One more and you
Resume
become
fire.
expert. Hey!
Yeah, we have another X.
Wow.
All right.
Your bullet drop with the rifle?
No,
I don't think.
Yeah,
Ah.
they're a tiny,
It's
tiny,
minimal.
it's like an actual 30-06 round.
With the Springfield, the sniper class, it's much more. Hey, you hit me.
All right,
Jesus Christ!
7
1
hits.
minute.
That's 7 out of 8. Wow.
Nice.
Good job,
You
Hammer.
have the
Ooh.
best. You have the best record of anyone who's taken.
Sweet.
All right, Ham, you're up. You're
You know who's going to be in our fucking recon squad?
fucking hammer over here. Jesus Christ.
Put that
All right,
80s on 0.
Now we're just waiting on the targets to be ready again.
I can shoot in real life too.
All right, Ham. Do you see Eastwood out there?
Yep.
All right. Target will crouch down, and the shooter can fire when he's ready now. Look, a miss. Eastwood, you got the call if he's hit or not. Or somebody's
call
going to have to.
Miss.
Miss, you hit the dirt pile, you're high. High and to the left.
Sorry, I forgot my mic was muted.
Hit.
I'm hit.
He's bandaging. Give him a second.
I'm set.
Hit. Hit.
All right, wait for the next target. He's dead.
All right, I'm set. Do you see me?
Yes.
All right. Fire. Miss.
It was to the right.
What the fuck? Jump up again. Okay.
Hit. Bandaging.
4 hits.
Resume fire. Hit. Bandaging.
All
All
right.
right, well done. 5 hits.
That would be everybody that participated in the BCT. I think Trey needed to do it, but he had to leave.
Yep.
So, but
Does
I think
it-
Trey gets the waiver for being battalion.
Does anyone have questions?
Any questions, criticisms, comments, concerns?
Fun.
Insults?
Plenty.
Let's go pop our server, man.
All
Kill
right.
some-
So, let's see. Nocturnal, you are now a private. Congratulations. Well done. Hammer, you are a fucking G.
Sweet.
So we
Wow.
got,
To the squad. Hammer.
we got 2 sharpshooters, an expert, and a marksman.
And Lord, you suck.
Yep.
It's okay, Lord. Join the crowd with me.
Good thing you're in the tank. I'm kidding.
I died from the grenade. We all fucking killed each other.
Are we gonna go pop the
Alright.
server?
Yeah, go for it.
totally can. I had other plans to do after this, so I will not be joining on the server now. probably playing later this evening.
I just want to get in the game, and then I'm gonna go binge watch Stranger Things.
Oh,
That's
man, that
fair.
new one's out, isn't it?
Yeah, I watched 3 episodes yesterday. It was good.
But good job. We allotted 2 hours to questions, mistakes, or me being an idiot, and somehow we managed to do it in an hour. So
I think everything was well explained. I think just for future, it'd be good to have them answer questions just to ensure that we're keeping everyone's attention and no one's just picking their nose.
yeah.
Yeah, and the biggest thing is you don't want to just be talking at people the whole
Okay.
But if you do talk, give
so
them
a thing to give you an example, a thing that Gumby does that I really like is he'll explain what cover and concealment is, and then he'll ask people to explain what each one is. So that's a good example of doing that. The other thing I noticed was try to, instead of doing each of the things one at a time in the beginning, just explain contact reports, formations, and cover and concealment, and then have them actually do the bounding practice, like the practical bounding, and just have them apply all of that.
Well, you can't really apply it. Well, you could play. I guess you could play. I don't know. Formations, I'd probably. Yeah, I understand that.
I'd probably use that back road instead of the open field for bounding.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Ham, I'll check out that field. You're talking about the one literally right in front of...
Yeah, so we were facing the field. The road that we should are suggesting is to the right of that.
Okay.
Yeah, just